Well, how about that for entertainment to kick off the quarterfinals in the US Darts Masters? Rob Cross is proving to be a bit of a bogey player for Michael Smith, and despite it being neck and neck for a long time and a really decent standard, Cross eventually hit double 18 to win his 8th consecutive match against Michael Smith. 7 180s apiece. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, he backed up his first round performance. He averaged close to 106 in his first round match, and then backed it up with that one. That was high quality, and the only reason the averages weren't even higher and sort of close to what we've seen from Gary Anderson is because a lot of the legs were dominated with holds of throw, while the other player, you know, just sort of went through the motions and got sort of prepared himself for the leg with throw.
Alan, it's Rob's actually remarkably, well, in many ways remarkable, his first tournament outside of Europe, and he seems really at home on the international stage.
Yeah, and like I said earlier on, I think he's turned a little bit of a corner to try and get back to that real extreme level that he got to last year. That was exceptional from the word go from both players. The 180s were flying in, and it was a great game to watch. I mean, leg 13 before somebody could break, and that was a deciding factor in the end.
Yeah. Peter Wright versus Daryl Gurney next. Is it surprising that the bookies have Peter Wright as favourite in this to you, Chris?
Well, when you look at their head-to-head record, very much like in the previous match with Rob Cross, a very dominant head-to-head. I don't think Daryl Gurney has lost a match to Peter Wright in the last 8. And that's an impressive stat to have. And again, we might just see that it's a little bit of a chink in their armour. Some people you do play against, and you just don't like to play against them.
Well, depends which dart he uses for me.
Yeah.
That was so strange last night because it wasn't the fact whether it was the angle they were going in.
Yeah, they weren't right for him. I don't know why.
Let's find out which Peter Wright shows up in Las Vegas. We'll take you back to the Mandalay Bay Hotel and join John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the quarterfinal stages of the William Hill US Darts Masters. Coming to you from the magnificent Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, Las Vegas! Yes, welcome along, sports fans joining us on ITV Sport and the millions joining us around the world. It's time now to meet our quarterfinalists. Would you please welcome from Northern Ireland, a US Darts Masters finalist, and ladies and gentlemen, the World Grand Prix champion, it's Super King Daryl Gurney! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the German Masters and the former UK Open champion, it's time to be entertained as we get this party started!
You can't outdance Peter Wright, Darrell. Great entertainment, what a fantastic first match. Michael Smith desperately disappointed to lose to the world champ Rob Cross. But Cross will play the winner of this, and we're expecting this to be just as good. As Gurney takes on Peter Wright, who is the #1 seed here. Terrific crowds again this weekend here in Las Vegas for the darts. And speaking of darts, he's changed them again.
No, really? I think Peter Wright has changed his darts more times I've lost golf balls this year, Stuart.
He got a bit of stick for the darts that he was using yesterday. Bit of stick from me. He laughed it off when we were talking afterwards. I said, I bet you change it for tomorrow. He goes, no, I won't. Yes, he has. There is Darrell Gurney, our runner-up here in Las Vegas 12 months ago. Peter Wright yesterday using short stems, short barrels, small flights, 24 grams. Today, long barrels, long tips, bigger flights, 14 grams. Go figure.
The only thing he hasn't changed is actually himself. But I've got this as a hard call, Stuart, who's playing at the top of their game. We have to. Darrell Gurney has just lost that little bit of 180 power that has got him where he is today, and certainly got him to the final last year.
Game on.
Need to up their percentage on doubles when the scoring power's gone a bit, but Peter Wright has been very indifferent for about a year. But when it's this close a call, I normally go for the guy with that extra scoring power, which you'd have to say is Gurney.
And we shall see. The biggest 1-8, Darrell Gurney.
60.
Peter Wright, all round the world,
58.
takes a sandwich box with him, which you should put sandwiches in. It's rammed to the lid with flights. Changes them at will.
140.
I like to have choice, is what he said.
Well, not only that, they actually bring a 24-kilo suitcase full of Peter Wright's
78.
outfits and all his makeup and regalia he wears, so it's quite a bit of excess baggage. Just don't look like that, isn't it?
They travel prepared, I think it's fair to say. He's wearing that sleeve again.
100.
The snake skin sleeve from Snake Bite on his throwing arm. Can't fault him for marketing, that's for sure.
108.
And that's exactly what I would have done. Stayed on the treble 20. He could have moved, which would have led him a check out. Because if he hit the 20, he wouldn't have done. But no, the darts were looking too good for Darrell Gurney.
43.
There are times when you take the risk, and he took the risk, and it paid off. And then he goes and misses the 25. But he just needs to set this up, really. You know, early on, you wouldn't have thought Peter Wright would take the 158 out. But he has set it up perfectly. 12 darts, well, 15 darts thrown for Gurney.
Well, James Wade won his first round match
94.
in a deciding leg with a 158. And all Peter Wright can do from that same number is put a bit of pressure on. It's all academic, a 180. Hold the throw.
Game on.
Job done.
Yes, it was the perfect set-up shot, wasn't it? The 180 set it up, then he went in, left the double. And we talked about James Wade. That was the only thing, or the one main thing that James Wade didn't get right yesterday. On 6 occasions around the 200 mark, and then only went up and had visits of the 3 bare 20s. And in this sort of company now, you can't afford to do that. You've got to do what Darrell Gurney did, and then don't mess around on those doubles.
100.
The #1 seed here, Peter Wright. He's actually 6 matches
100.
without a win against Darrell Gurney. You know, we talked about Michael Smith's horrendous record against Rob Cross. He's now lost 8 consecutive times to the world champ. It's been a while since
41.
Peter Wright beat Darrell Gurney. To say 6 without a win, including 2 draws in there in the Premier League. Gurney definitely has the wood on Wright at the moment.
Yes, and the way Peter Wright's playing, you know, Daryl Gurney's not taking advantage of it. Peter Wright, that is the perfect first dart, but his range on the first dart was terrible for those the first leg and the opening arrows of this leg. But what a great opening game. 14 180s in 14 legs. Exceptional.
120.
But for Michael Smith, sadly, it was the same old story. Tops for Wright.
100.
I mean, joking apart about the frequency of Peter Wright's darts changes, he just looks more comfortable with these. The ones he used yesterday,
41.
smaller, heavier darts with a small flight, they were all going in at awkward angles as well.
And
there we have it, one apiece.
Then it's Darryl to throw first. Game on.
Well, it is one apiece, and you have to say it's a pretty mediocre start from both players. And you think if one could just step it up a bit, they'd get control of the game and then could easily push on to get 2 or 3, even 4 legs clear, and then relax and really play some super darts.
140.
We mentioned that record Wright against Gurney. The last time he beat the Irishman was at last year's Melbourne Darts Masters last August in the semi-finals, but just before that, which a lot of you will remember, an absolute epic at the World Match Play Darts in Blackpool, which of course starts in a couple of weeks at the Winter Gardens. Last year, Peter Wright winning a fabulous semi-final, 17-15 against Gurney.
$135.
Well, he's around that area. He needs to follow the 1-3-5 up with a big score. And again, he's not done it.
This could be an early chance for Peter Wright. May look at the
100.
The treble 18 decides to stay there. Grunt of frustration as well, but he has left a finish.
Yeah, so a lot of players would have gone 25 there to knock the one off and leave a 6.
145.
Well, that's a good set-up shot, but a chance here for Peter Wright to break a throw and go 2-1 up. He's going to get one dart at double top. What an important dart this is in the early part of this game.
61. 36.
Well, in a way, you'd say that Gurney deserves a chance here. The 145 setup shot was brilliant to put pressure on his opponent. Now it's a little bit more difficult.
18.
Looking very edgy, I have to say, this Daryl Gurney. So a chance for Wright. A chance he didn't think he was going to get. But a chance he has certainly taken. Yeah, Daryl Gurney has not settled at all, Stuart. His throws a little bit erratic. The first dart is not going anywhere near where it should do, and that's just putting him on the back foot. His concentration is not online because of the first dart. He's going to have to start sorting that out. Let's have a look at this one and see what. Yeah, we see there. Look, that's, you know, he's just pulling it, which just causing a little bit of frustration. Frustration causes the forearm and the bicep just to tighten up a bit, which will make the dart pull low. You can see in his face he's getting a little bit angry.
The average just shy of 100 in his first round victory over John Norman Jr. 6 out of 8 on the doubles, some brilliant finishing. 145, 101, 96.
100.
But it was his scoring that set up those opportunities. But here we are in the fourth leg with Daryl Gurney averaging 79.85. Tells you everything.
Yes, it does. I mean, Daryl Gurney's been around quite a few years, and he's always a good scorer, but could never hit a double. And of course, he started to hit the doubles, and he actually upped how many 180s he's hit in the match. And of course, that
100.
That enabled him to be a top-ranked player, but now he's just gone off the edge of his scoring, which is putting more pressure on the doubles, and that's why he's also missing doubles.
60.
When he was hitting loads of 180s, he was having so many darts of doubles, he was confident he's going to hit with one of them. A little bit of change at the moment, and something he's going to have to put right.
140.
Or Wright will be walking off the stage the winner.
Well, that 140 was crucial from the Irishman. Treble 18 from Peter Wright. It's magnificent.
174.
Magnificent to read double 12. But will Wright get a dart?
96. Uruguay 24.
Gurney not looking.
12.
Wow.
Uruguay 25.
Well, Gurney missed 3 darts to the double in the previous leg to let Peter Wright in. Can he return the favour? He wants double 8. When you're not playing well, you cannot afford to give up chances like this. And he's done exactly that. He just can't afford to do it.
Uruguay 12.
Let off for Wright. Who eventually does get it right.
Game on. 140.
Well, now Daryl Gurney's going to have to chase. Peter Wright can just ease a little bit more into his game now. His pressure's not so much on Peter Wright, so the rhythm should start to get a little bit better.
This is first maximum.
180.
Take a look at those 2 darts, Stu. The first
91.
one miles high, the second one miles low. You know, in his head, he's not settled. He's not up there relaxed. He can't get that first dart right. And all the power scorers, even the Van Gerwens, the Andersons,
93.
the first dart is so important. If they get the first dart right, they normally follow it. Now, this is a perfect dart. You should follow it up.
Well, I'm not sure if he thought about switching or not.
85.
He should have done.
He should have done, yes. Wright breaks again here. It's a big ask.
78.
It's okay. Left him a finish. Gurney 6 darts from 185. He might need them.
60. Uruguay 150.
Well, you think that he doesn't really have to take it out. Well, he won't now. He just needs to find a treble.
May look at the bull. May look at the bull. Or treble 18.
Well, any treble or a bullseye will do.
65. Uruguay 125.
Guarantees him a dart at the bullseye. Treble 20. Ball again.
Oh, it's in!
Only way to go.
Wow! How about that? Yeah, 25 ball from Daryl Gurney. A showpiecer.
Game on.
Showpiece shot from the Irishman. No celebration. Not even looking at what Peter Wright's doing. It was only a hold of throw, but it might be the visit
100.
that just sparks him into life.
Yes, you could be right, Stu. That's the little bit of confidence that just tells yourself that I am a brilliant player and let's get on. And nicks it, and that's exactly what looks like has happened. Yeah, superb. You know, you only do them sort of shots in exhibitions, and he thought, well, if I take it out, I'm going to give myself confidence. Also, if I take it out, I might just mess Peter Wright up a little bit.
The first start in 25 gave him the perfect route through to the ball, and he took it. To say, just might change things for the Irishman.
$59.
Well, starting off at a 180, he's got to look to break the throw of Peter Wright and get this back to level.
91.
And he's in the driving seat.
Currently require 130.
Well, 6 darts from here. Doesn't need to go the bullseye route, although the bullseye must look like a bucket to him at the moment.
90.
That's another bullseye.
Well, different game, different player.
53. Currently require 40.
So for 3 apiece, double 10.
Yes, on the stick leg. Darrell again.
As I say, different game, different player.
Darrell to throw first.
25 ball.
Game on.
All of a sudden, the Irishman believes.
Well, that's why you should always keep trying to concentrate and find the form, work yourself into the form. You know, you see so many players that, oh, I'm not playing well, I just give up. Darrell Gurney didn't do that. He did something extraordinary that not many people would do in that sort of situation. But it's what it's done. It's got his brain back online.
$100.
If you are just joining us on finals day here in Vegas, the world champ Rob Cross already through to the last 4. What a thriller against Michael Smith, 8 legs to 6 in a match which featured 14 180s in as many legs.
81.
Well, unlucky deflection. There's big DJ Sayer. Real character, the American darter, who ran up against an inspired Gary Anderson in the first round yesterday. Anderson averaging nearly 113. And we'll see Gary Anderson next against the young Canadian Dawson Marshall in our 3rd quarter final.
100. $85.
Just wasting too many darts is Darrell Gurney. No chance here for Peter Wright. Well, he's not taking it.
Well, look at that. I mean, what a disappointing visit. Not even left a finish rod. Gurney here looking, after winning the first leg,
84.
Peter Wright won 3 on the spin. Gurney here looking to win 3 on the spin to hit the front again.
Yeah, but it's so unusual for these two players to keep missing big numbers, Stu, on the scoring. I mean, Darrell Gurney misses the big 18. Instead of leaving himself 100, he's got 114. He's going to get 1 dart at it. That's double top to take the lead.
74. He require 82.
The ball for double 16 for Peter Wright to hit straight back with another break. Oh, he went the 14s route. He still needs the bull.
57.
A bull at the end of the visit instead of the start. A rueful shake of the head from my erstwhile colleague here, Rod.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have a dart, it's got to be at the double instead of the bullseye. The 25 route gives you the dart at the double.
That's the perfect lie for Gurney. Wow.
20.
He can't believe it either.
He require 25.
Unexpected chance for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, it's on the start there.
He takes it.
He's making speed to the first.
Gurney there missed a trick without a doubt.
Well, we played 7 legs, and 2 of those 7 legs, Darrell Gurney's had 3 clear darts at a double. And Peter Wright stepped up and nicked the leg. So, Gurney wasting chances.
140.
And if he doesn't smarten up on those darts, then Peter Wright will gradually start to wear him down, or he'll wear himself down emotionally.
97. $100. 100.
Both averaging 85 and both getting more and more frustrated.
100.46.
Well, another chance here for Daryl Gurney. Possibly going to get 6 stars from 204. This is better. Yeah, the perfect setup from Daryl Gurney. He's just got to sit back and hope that Peter Wright does not take out this 155. Well, he's not going to do that. So Gurney's going to get another 3 clear darts in a leg.
60.
Yeah. Looking at 13 darts, and this will be a 4th consecutive break of throw in this match. He couldn't miss in his first round match. Here he's missed 14 darts at double.
Yes, they weren't even close to it, were they? Well, he went for double 17, double top. Yeah, Daryl Gurney, what he was scared of is splitting the double 6 and having the double 3. Well, now, you know, he's got to really attack this. He mustn't lay off it and put it outside because this. Oh, well, that's what he's done. He's attacked it. Sometimes if you lay off it a bit, you throw the first one outside, then you're panicking even more that the second one doesn't go inside. So relief on the face of the Irishman Daryl Gurney, and we have a level match again, 4 apiece.
Yeah. Well, Gurney hasn't really been in the best of nick heading into the World Series. Last week's semi-final. That was on the Euro Tour a couple of months ago. Indeed, his last tournament win was that life-changing triumph at the World Grand Prix in Dublin last October, so he's due.
140.
Say, both averaging around 85. The way things are going here, you know, add 5, 6, 7 points to the averages for either player, it'll probably be enough.
Yes, but whoever wins this knows they've got to push their average up to on that 100 mark if they're going to take on Rob Cross. They're the facts. These performances will not be good enough to beat Rob Cross, because Rob Cross does not throw bad games anymore.
But these are the games that
434.
It's just as satisfying that you win, knowing that you've not played well, but you still managed to win, and knowing that you will play a lot better later on. Winning ugly, occasionally, is okay.
60.
I was a pro at it.
102.
It was a regular occurrence for you, my friend. But it was effective.
62.
You won the odd tournament, here and there. Back in the days of black and white television.
And don't forget the flares and the mullet.
105. Now 40.
Forget Gareth Southgate. You were the man who invented the waistcoat. Tops for Gurney.
There we have it.
He hits the front for the first time since the first leg of the match. Well, yeah, he can scarcely believe it. Neither can we, Daryl.
180.
5 maximums in the match. Peter Wright second.
60.
Now then.
100.
Yeah, apparently the sales of waistcoats in the UK has gone up incredibly. Gareth Southgate setting the trend at this World Cup.
100.
I don't think that it happened with you as the Prince of Style when you were wearing waistcoats playing darts, Rod.
Well, I certainly didn't get them into the semi-final of the World Cup, which was great news this morning. Yeah. I woke up just as they kicked off.
Yeah, we all enjoyed it.
Yeah, 7 o'clock kick-off here in Las Vegas it was. Good 2-0 win by the boys.
Yep, we all dare to dream.
Well, we may just finish Shanghai and pop over to Moscow if they're in the final. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Now there's a thought.
95. Fiji won.
So for 5 apiece, plenty in hand. Double 18. Fair play to him. Because Gurney wasn't on a finish, there was maybe a case for him just to split that, make it easier to come back, but yeah, as you like to say, he attacked the double 9, he got his rewards, 5 apiece.
Sometimes with one dart in your hand, if you're going to attack it, you better split it than go outside.
60.
But neither player can really get into their rhythm of scoring properly, can they? You just kind of think it's bubbling there, like you said earlier on. It's just waiting for one of them to step up their average by 7, 8 points, and they will walk away with the game, but neither can do it.
Still those averages around 85, 86.
85. $140. $134.
Well, just some signs from both players here as we reach the business end of this quarter-final. Things are improving.
40.
As I say that, 40 scored.
Yes, and he opened the door for Wright to jump in here. So did he tell you what the thing was on the snake skin sleeve? Why he's wearing it?
61.
It's more comfortable, or I think it may be just another bit of clever marketing for Peter Wright, who
41.
sells the game and sells himself very well.
130.
A fantastic persona, isn't it?
I thought it was like a lucky charm or something. Weren't very lucky for the snake, by the way.
Treble 19 would leave the ball to break the throw. That was unlucky.
120.
Oh, does this have to go for Gurney?
Fiji requires 25.
He likes to go 17 for double 4, and he's missed the 17. 23 left, and well, that's completely knocked him out of kilter. I tell you what, out of all the players that you see miss, it doesn't happen very often with Peter Wright.
Yeah,
well, that's a great recovery. Wow, he rescued that. He broke the throw, and that's advantage. Huge advantage. But you don't see that very often from Snakebite. You really don't.
No, well, that just proves that, you know, he's trying to find his game. He's out of sorts. Well, both players are. You know, it's disappointing.
140.
You know, because both players are so good with the power scoring, especially this man, Daryl Gurney. He's always been hitting a lot of 180s. As you said earlier on, he was the biggest 180 hitter in the Premier League.
60.
And that visit has been a typical Daryl Gurney in this match. Just cannot find it.
$100.
I think we all thought when Gurney hit the front again at 5-4, you know, that maybe it was going to be his day. Things were changing, but fair play to Peter Wright. He's found a way. Whole throw here, and he's one away from a semi-final showdown with the world champion. $57. Fiji requires 161. He'll stay there, no point in going for it. Well, he's knocked the one off.
76.
121 would have been perfect. Not by judgment,
but
more by luck.
Yeah, but he's lucky that Daryl Gurney's not
60.
closer.
PJ require
I mean,
85.
Daryl Gurney is making it very easy now for Peter Wright to close this match out. 20 for double top.
45.
On course to win 3 straight legs for the second time in this quarter-final.
60.
I don't think Daryl Gurney hit a treble in this leg yet.
Yeah, it's on the front leg.
He's not going to get the chance as Peter Wright does win a third consecutive leg. There's no going back for the Irishman now. Peter Wright 1 away from victory.
$100.
Just not happened, has it?
No, it hasn't. I mean, Daryl Gurney only 3 180s and 5 140s, 15 tons. The ton stats are not going to win your matches. And that's the third 180 for Peter Wright. It's the 140s and the 180s that win you matches and win your events. And both players are going to have to up it, but certainly Daryl Gurney. We expect more of that power scorer from Daryl Gurney. Peter Wright's game, he does hit a lot of 140s, but he's more of a solid leg-on-leg player.
Well, go on then, Peter.
140.
But I have to say, that last visit from Daryl Gurney is as if he's given up the ghost. He cannot do that. Still a big opportunity.
100.
But from here now, you feel it's Peter Wright's to lose. Gurney, remember, led 5-4. Brilliant leg of darts. Magnificent leg of darts.
123.
He's left 58 after 9. And he can see the winning post.
100. PJ require 58.
Wow, that's happened twice. He's missed a big number.
18.
Make a note about that. Twice in 3 legs for Peter Wright. It shouldn't make any difference.
84. PJ require 40.
Tops to win. Wow.
20.
He's missed 4 match darts.
90.
Gurney cannot believe that he's going to get a chance to stay in this match. Neither can Peter Wright. Double 5 to keep his hopes alive.
Yes, on the 13th leg. Down. 14-8. Peter to throw first. Game on.
Well, just sloppy, wasn't it, from Peter Wright? Twice missing the big number in the last couple of legs. The first time he got away with it. That time he didn't.
140.
So on we go. What has Gurney got left? Can Wright atone for those 4?
100.
He was in the same sort of position as Gary Anderson last year, wasn't he? I think it was in the semis where Anderson was winning it easily. All of a sudden missed a few doubles. Daryl Gurney stepped in and then threw
85.
3 or 4 good legs and walked away.
Anderson was 3-0 up, maybe been 4-1 up. Gurney won 8-4. And he hasn't finished yet.
180.
Well, they'll be hoping that Peter Wright does not have a great visit here. I'll tell you what, now Daryl Gurney
Just
is in the driving seat.
Yep, it just goes to show how things can change. At 7-5,
57.
Peter Wright had banged in a third maximum and he was on course. 4 missed match darts later, a 90 check out from his opponent, a 4th maximum from Gurney, and who knows. But this visit, with another treble, could be a match winner.
100.
Well, Gurney, if he doesn't take it out, he's got to leave himself 2 darts at a double if he comes back to the board. He's not going to take it out. He's got to find a treble, which he's done. Stay there at the 140. Oh, that's a deflection.
Yeah, it was unlucky. It was the cruel deflection. Will Wright get another match dart? He will. His opponent behind him thinks he's going to hit it. And he does. This time Peter Wright does get the job done. The #1 seed. It took him 5 match darts. Yet again, far from his best. But it's Peter Wright who goes through to a semi-final showdown with the world champion Rob Cross here in Vegas, the Mandalay Bay, in the US Darts Masters.